Hey, it's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we got to talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami. I know I did not do a review on last week, but I'm going to give y'all a roundabout, okay? Because I did watch it, and I'm going to be honest, y'all. I watched it on 2 times speed. Okay, so a girl had to fast forward to get through the episode so I can bring y'all a piece of a review. Okay, so make sure you liking up the video. First of all, y'all know that Miss Prinky went up there and slapped the dog out of Miss Amara. Now I understand some people felt like, girl, you should have did that. You was wrong, but listen, just a little piece. I was glad she did it. Ain't nobody else been able to really get to Amara like that. I mean, Flo did pour a drink on her, but girl, I was kind of like slap her ass. Like Amara has been getting on my nerves since season 1, so I feel like that slap was for old and new. Just a little piece. So of course, as the leader decided to jump in, help her girl out just a little bit. And I don't know if Miss Prinky got a few hits in. Maybe so. Okay. Based on security, I think all licks were hits. Okay. From the Esther leader side as well as the Prinky side. I just don't think that Amada got a chance to get any licks in my personal girl. Like how embarrassing. Child. So, anywho, so she thinks that when it comes to I'm talking about Amada thinks that Ray J set her up. Okay, just a little piece. Like when she goes, she links up with Ray J or whatever. Something happened to her nail, so she had to go to the emergency room, and she kind of feel like Ray J hit her up, set her up or whatever. And she like, listen, I don't know what the fuck I want to do. I don't know if I want to fuck you to piss this bitch off, if I want to take it to, court or whatever like that, and sue this bitch and get in her pockets, therefore to get in your pockets or whatever like that. And I ain't got no really issue with you or with the kids, so I don't really know what to do, or should I catch up with this hoe and whoop her ass, all right? So I don't know. I got a lot going on in my mind. Well, Marta, we know you're not gonna run up on Princess. I just refuse to believe that she is, okay? But anywho, Gael that got her a new man. All right. So Gael done got her a new man. She ain't really saying exactly who the man is, but we're gonna find out in just a second. But Marlon wants Flo back and she wants to focus on her music. So she ain't really interested in him right now. Like, you play with me for the last time. And they do this shit every season. And I'm tired of them. And you know what? I was going to try to not even talk about them this season, but they're so ingrained in other folks' storylines that I don't really got no choice but to talk about that. So anywho, we just going to keep it pushing. So he goes and talks to their mom, all right? Goes to talk to Flo's mom because she's always been team Marlon. And that's when the mama turns around and lets him know about Alan. But was it her mom that was at the damn restaurant when Amada pulled up? Or was that somebody else's mama? I thought that probably was her mama that was at the girl. It's just a mess ass family. The family just mess as hell. Anywho, child, Ching, Diamond, and Zoe end up linking up. They are familiar with each other because they hit each other up on social media at one point. So everything seems to be good with them for now. But no relationship and no friendship here lasts long, and it's just like good the whole time. That just doesn't happen. So anywho, Mark I think it's Marlon. No, I'm sorry. No, her man, Marquez. Marquez is actually supposed to be getting out of jail soon. And she's talking about they've been together for 2 years, but he's been in jail multiple times throughout the time that they've been together. And that's annoying as hell to hear because y'all only been together for 2 years and he's been to jail how many times? I think she said more than 2. And my thing is, why would you want that type of man around your child? Your child can't even stay down there in fucking Miami with you while you get your hustle on or whatever the case is. And I do think it's best and safer for the child to be back at home with some type of structure and stability with the grandmama. But you'll bring that pussy down there with you. Like, priorities all the way for me completely fucked up. And it's the fact that you're creating a plan for this motherfucker when he gets out and he don't even have a plan of his own. That's how I already know this shit ain't going nowhere. But anywho, good luck. Okay. So Gael is now meeting with Shay's man. That's the new man that she over there messing with. And I'm like, girl, the way y'all sit up here and recycle niggas, relationships, storylines and shit over here, like, girl, it's crazy the way that y'all recycle this shit and everything is giving forced. But okay, girl. So Princess and Bobby link up and she doesn't like how Amada was moving pretty much, okay? She feels like Amada was wrong to be flirting with Ray J because at one moment, I guess she just felt like Amada would give her information and then say, oh yeah, and then another thing I didn't tell you. Oh, and then another thing I didn't tell you, right? I didn't tell you I was linking up with him right out the gate. Like I told Brooke, I could have been telling you. But then I tell you after I meet up with him, when all you had to do was tell her ahead of time and say, hey, I think I'm gonna say something to him about the whole safari thing, but you didn't. Okay, you told her after the fact, and then once you told her that after the fact, and then she learned and started asking more questions, you tried to downplay it. Then you told her about you flirting with the man. So it's like, oh damn, I kind of understand Prinky feeling a little bit of a way because I do feel like Amara could have told her right out the gate a long time ago. But then also it is a situation where we're talking about Ray J. You know the type of man that you got, the type of man that you had even before you got married to him and had kids with him. Okay, when y'all was just girlfriend, boyfriend, you already knew how he was moving when it came to Tierra. Any man that'll sit up there and talk down on another woman and then bring her bag of clothes she left at the house with her monostat and all of this other shit and allow you to throw it up in her face, it's slick giving you deserve whatever he gives you, just a little piece, because you saw how he disrespected that woman and you decided to stand by. Now he over here giving you the ultimate embarrassment. But I guess it's all for profit for y'all, so good luck. All right, so anywho, all right, she said she was surprised to see that Estelita jumped in to fight her. She's like, I don't even know where the hell she came from. The fact that you didn't know where she came from is given that Estelita may have gotten a few licks off, but I also think Princess tagged her just a piece too. Now, she is starting to feel away because nobody jumped in on her behalf either to help her fight. She's like, damn, how is it that she get to jump in, start hitting me from Amara, and I fuck with all y'all, and none of y'all jumped in to help me. Now, granted, I don't think anybody is wrong for not jumping in, but in my personal, I do think that Estelita was wrong for jumping in because it had nothing to do with her. It was them two. It was a situation that had nothing to do with you, and you turned around and invited this woman to your event. And I feel like it probably was a setup for Princess, honestly, because you knew her Princess and Amara was gonna have a beef, and you the one that invited Princess. And as soon as it went left, you was gonna jump in anyway. So it's a bit of sketchy there for me. All right. So even though you were trying to get back at her for making up with Shay, yeah, I just don't think that Estelita should have jumped in at all, and it should have just been an A-B situation. Okay. Even if we felt like Estelita, well, I didn't, and not Estelita, but Amara, I didn't feel this way. But even if some of y'all did feel like, yo, you know, she shouldn't have slapped her or whatever, I still feel like that should have been a fight between the both of them. All right. So, anywho, it seems like Princess is now feeling a way about Brooke because she's always been cool with Brooke, and she's feeling a way about Brooke not jumping into the fight. Well, you just gonna have to be mad because you don't know what all Brooke is going through. Brooke is getting over a damn miscarriage, and if you think I'm gonna put myself in harm's way for you hoes, you got me fucked up. That's y'all problem with y'all expectations. Anywho, Bobby thinks that Amara provokes a lot of stuff. He does talk about that, and I definitely can see that. Now, I don't think for every single situation Amara is the main person provoking things. I do think that is shared. Okay, I think that Amara is not innocent, and I feel like other people have done SHI too. Okay, so it is what it is. Let's keep going. Estelita talked with Amara, and Estelita pretty much thinks that Princess knows that her man is trash, and because she knows he's so much of a thought out here in these streets, she got that in her head so much so that she feels like the piece of whatever it is Amara is telling her is not all the way 100%. Like, I know Ray J. Ray J only talks to bitches he fuck. So therefore, y'all must have slept together. So that's pretty much what Estelita is saying. Then she gets all emotional and starts crying, talking about how she stood up for her, had her back and stuff. She don't be fighting for everybody. She ain't trying to put her stuff in harm's way, go to jail, whatever. She did that for her, whatever. And then she talks about how she was so hurt by her linking up with Shay and seeing that video and all this and that. So now they both cry. You cry, I cry, we cry together. And then, you know, they do the whole, you know, pinky swear, whatever it is, they locked in. And we'll see how long they're going to be locked in. So that's that. Ray J and Princess do have a conversation, and she tells him that she slapped Amara and she don't feel bad about it, period. And he done met up with Amara before he even met up with Princess to check on the mother of his kids. He over there linking up with fucking Amara, seeing how her ass is doing. Okay, all down there at the emergency room with her. And she's like, well, why would you do that? He said, I was being petty. Child, I can't. So then Princess asking all these questions, and I feel like you asking all these questions about what's up with him, Amara, this, that, and the other. And it's like, girl, you should be just kicking and scratching and throwing shit at him right now. Honestly, that's what you should be doing while you over there trying to slap somebody. Slap his ass, all right? So he admits to spending time with Amara over at her house and stuff. He said they did not have sex or anything like that, but he did go on to mention, I guess when they went out to eat or something like that, he was dancing all on her or whatever like that. But you know, and nothing went down. Okay. But he does want her to still be a part of the movie. So we'll see how that's going to play out. He also feels like he ain't do nothing wrong. But Prinky, that's your man, that's your husband. She said she think he's trash. She said, I would like to never see you again, but I know that's not possible because we have kids together. So Yikey dikey. Good luck. That's what happens, ma'am. Anywho, Alan and Flo went to the studio because Flo swears for the umpteenth time that she's done with Marlon and she's about to actually focus on her lackluster ass career. So she goes to the studio with Derek. Marlon decides to pull up on the phone, showing his ass and everything. Her and Alan go outside to see what the hell Marlon's talking about. Marlon and Alan going back and forth with each other is giving a bit of fake. Just a little piece. It's giving Marlon trying to hold back his laugh because he got to overdo it for this scene that they're filming. Anywho, child, then next thing you know, they're about to get ready to tussle for real. So supposedly, and they can't get to each other. So whatever, girl. Episode 2 is Flo, mad at Shay. Okay, because Shay is now friends again with Amara. She don't like that. And Shay wants her to talk to Amara, okay? Flo tells her about, well, basically she was like, you need to talk to Amara because you over here being mad at me for being cool with her when Amara is telling me that she actually was talking to Marlon about how he could work things out with you. So I don't feel like it's anything that you really need to be mad about and let alone be mad at me about. So y'all need to have a conversation and figure this shit out, right? So that's what Shay is telling her. So then Flo says, girl, I'm cool on all of that SHI because I got me a new man and it's Alan. And Shay says he went from your sister to you and he got kids with Amara. This is a mess, okay? Flo says, girl, I'm not saying all of that because guess what? It's my turn. It's over. It's over now. Move over. It's my turn now. Okay, that's what it's giving. It's my turn now. And Shay says, girl, please, that ain't no come up, especially not with his ass, okay? He broke as fuck. Like, girl, he's definitely not worth of fighting over, okay? Or for, period. And I'm like, excuse me, who's there? You with your stupid ass. Is the clown in the room with us? I think it is. Because it's giving your dumb ass, girl. Okay? You was just sitting over here looking dumb as hell when it came to your man. And you want to talk about Alan not being worth it fighting over a broke ass man or whatever the case is. Granted, I don't disagree with you. However, I do need to clock you a little bit because, girl, you was just doing the same thing over your for real broke ass baby daddy. Like your baby daddy for real. You know, and I don't know what all that man got going on. I don't know if that man really broke or not, but I'll say this. The way you made it appear is given he is because you take care of everything in the damn house and ain't no telling what else, okay? And the way that you said that he pretty much mooch and house hop from this woman to that woman, then girl, it's giving he ain't got it like that either. And you want to sit up here and talk about that lady, baby daddy? I just find it so interesting that you're 2 days removed from your relationship and then all of a sudden you're woke. You got all of this grand advice, okay? You on another mental level, okay? A whole different insight after not being with this man for 2 days. Girl, go away from us with this bullshit here, Miss Shay. Anywho, let's get to Ching Diamond, who's another fool for right now because her man that called her while she in the studio trying to get her life together. He tells her he done got in trouble because they done found a shank in his prison cell or whatever. And because of that, he may be getting another 30 days. And so she's bothered, pressed about him 30 days. And I'm not saying she shouldn't be because, you know, we watch Love after lockup, during lockup, all of that lockup over here, okay? So he did something to probably get himself in trouble for another 30 days. She's pissed off. She's upset. She's in her zone mentally, and he is distracting her, which is also interesting because you still want to bring this man down there to where you at when he could throw your whole shit off mentally. Yeah, nah, that's not making sense to me, okay? But anywho, she's pissed and she's like, listen, I ain't trying to deal with your SHI and mine. Okay, I already did my time. I ain't trying to do your time too. Like, what the fuck? I'm expecting you to get out and you over here and doing some stupid shit that's about to get you extended for another 30 days. Well, mama, we need you to put your feelings aside and put your head on, okay, so that you could think. Where's your brain? Because if he's pulling stupid stunts in the prison and then trying to play it out like it wasn't, how he was kind of talking seemed like it wasn't his shank. They just happened to find it in there. Nah, I think it probably was yours. But anywho, okay, if he's making dumb decisions behind bars, what the hell you think he gonna do when he get out? And if he's affecting your mental now as you're in the studio, what you think he gonna do when he get out? Because the hustle ain't gonna be as easy for him like it is for you, and that's only gonna lead to more jealousy, and it's just gonna be problems in a relationship. And I just disagree with this, but whatever, you're gonna do what you want to do anyway, because that's just how you is, all right? So anywho, he gonna tell her like it sounds like you trying to leave me, sound like you want to be with me, whatever it was that he said. And she said, well, listen, whatever you think it is then. Okay, whatever. I ain't got time right now. I'm trying to work on my own shit. I like hit me up another time. All right, and I'm glad that she hung up the phone on his ass, but we know she ain't going nowhere. She gonna continue to deal because she's stupid like that. So Eliza is beefing with Estelito because of the name Foreign, and I'm not understanding why Eliza is going around saying that Estelito stole her company or stole her business idea or whatever it is when it's just the name. aren't you doing some type of body care or something where she's doing lashes or something like that? I'm a little confused. So how is she stealing your whole business plan or idea when it's just a name? But anywho, so Amara says it's giving high school, and I said I definitely agree with that. Okay, Amara tells her about getting into it with Princess because Eliza asked about her finger, and she tells her all about that. And it sounds to me that Eliza was pretty much, when she said something like, oh, they wrong for that, she started talking about friendships or whatever. I feel like she was talking about Estelita being wrong because she already feeling a way about her for taking her business thing. I feel like she was talking about Estelita being wrong for even inviting Princess in the first place. But anywho, she says, she brings up that she fired Van. I guess he was her manager, and she's not rocking with him no more. And she doesn't really want to discuss the things around it. She just wants to be done and move forward. Okay. So China is doing an event for current and old dancers, and I do believe that Eliza, Tiffany gonna be there, and then at some point Estelita's gonna show up, and it's gonna be some drama. So anywho, Amara tells her that she made up with Shay. And of course, Eliza's a little taken back by that. Like, girl, what? Why would you do some shit like that? Then, of course, they talk about Flo and her business being a flop or whatever the case, because she's selling some type of body care stuff too that I guess lightens people's skin or whatever she got going on. That's what it is. Estelita and Van. I think, first of all, Zoe and her man went to go talk it out, try and figure out what they're going to do with their relationship. We'll see what's going to happen with them at a later time, child. Estelita and Van do go have a sit down and talk, and she's wondering why Eliza didn't come to her party. And Van is like, I don't know why you wondering why she didn't come, because she really don't fuck with you. And honestly, she been talking about your ass for a minute, okay? She called you empanada when you're not around. And I'm like, well, Van, what does that say about you? Just a little piece. Well, I guess you was just being loyal to the person that you were working for, which was Eliza. But you also over here befriending this woman while this lady over here talking shit about her. But I guess, so Van says that she's not cool with you because she feel like you stole her business name or business company, whatever. And so Van tells her that, he ain't friends with her no more. And she mad over a booking that she didn't get because she got a baby daddy like Future that can't stand her ass. So there's that. And then Van calls her out for being a TV grandma. He says that he hit her up to ask her about the baby, and she said, oh, the baby ain't over here. She can't come over here, and plus they ain't trying to let me film. So basically how the messages came off, it does seem like she only wants the grandchild to come over when she wants to film, okay? And yeah, I'm like, listen, Eliza been gave Clout Chaser the moment she got pregnant by Future. In all honesty, she been gave that. So, I mean, you ain't telling us nothing that we didn't already know about Miss Ma'am. Estelita. Estelita wants to talk to Eliza to see what the hell really going on. So she plans on popping up at a Black China's event, okay? Marlon and Amara link up, and of course they talk about Flo and her being with Alan, and Amara thinks that everyone wants her leftovers or whatever the case is, and Marlon's like, listen, I hear what you're saying, but I don't really give a damn about all of that. SHI, I'm gonna tell you right now, you just need to tell your baby daddy to watch the fuck out, because I will beat his ass, okay? And that's what's going on. So I don't know, girl, like, do y'all think Alan can beat Marlon, or do y'all think Marlon can beat Alan? Ugh, child, and it's crazy because Marlon, you sure doing a whole lot for a woman that you ain't trying to do right by. That's what's killing me. That's what's killing me. And honestly, you got yourself in this damn situation. You know she don't fuck with a model like that. She tried to have a conversation about that with you, and you still going to take this damn lady some flowers and shit. Shut the hell up. So Zoe and her, we got into that. Black China. So they have the event, right? So everything is going down with this event. And they talk to the ladies. Tip is there, Eliza's there. I guess it was somewhat of a decent event where the ladies are telling them about their life being in the strip club and how life is now that they're out of the strip club. And I guess giving them advice on how to transition or whatever the case is. So after that, Black China leaves immediately once her event is over, as she should have. The event was a success. And if the ladies are about to show they ours, then let me get the hell up out of here, right? But I also feel like two things. Eliza didn't turn up because I don't know. I'm going to say this. I don't know if it's because it was a Black China event and she chose not to show her ours, or if she was scared of Estelita. And that's why she didn't really give her the pushback. So Estelita just pops up, and she's been doing that to people lately, just popping up. No, she hasn't, because somebody else popped up on her. But anywho, she pops up ready to get into some things. Like, listen, I got an issue with you. Let's go ahead and address it, okay? She says, why am I hearing from Van that you feel like I'm stealing your company? Okay, Eliza decides to be fake because you've been talking all of that stuff, but now she in your face today. You want to say something different, talk about, so girl, I'm just worried about real estate, this, that, and the other. I don't care nothing about none of that stuff you talking about. I'm like, oh, so now you don't care. So as the leader tells her, and why is Ben telling me that you ain't nothing but a TV grandma? Okay, you ain't trying to be no grandma for real and have your grandchild. You only trying to be around that kid when it comes to filming. Let's be very clear about that. Okay, and so basically, Eliza is just like writing her off, like disregarding what she's saying. Like, okay, girl, all right, girl, bye, girl. Like, you go ahead and go on, whatever. And Estelita said, what? What was that? What did you say? She said, yeah, because you know what's up. And I'm like, girl, the fact that Estelita is around here punking you bitches is crazy to me. We talk about Estelita from Love and Hip Hop ATL. Like, are y'all okay? Because I can't recall a single person that Estelita punked on ATL. And y'all got her down here doing this shit in Miami? Girl, what the hell is going on? That's crazy work. Anywho, let's get to Shay's tea because they do have a tea. Now, why did Ching Diamond say that she's coming to Shay's event to check her about Zoe? Wrong road, because ma'am, it has nothing to do with you. Why would you want to come and you just get your feet wet down here and this lady is inviting you to a space to meet other women and you want to check her about somebody else that you also barely know? That makes no sense, okay? So she's coming there to get into Shay's tail. And Flo, let's get to Flo. Flo wants to know her real issues, her real issues with okay, so Shay goes to Amara and tries to talk to Amara and Flo about them having a conversation together. Okay, eventually they decide to do this. You got one on the other side, and then you got this person in the middle, which is Shay, trying to get the ladies to come to some type of conclusion, okay, a resolution. Miss Flo goes first. She said, I want to know what her issue is with me. And she calls out Amara for her actions and talking about how she's been coming for her husband and all of this other stuff, okay? So Amara says that then she said, I don't like the fact that you came to my salon and tried to offer me a loan. And Amara was like, BITCH, I was doing a good deed, okay? And if you want to talk about your husband for a little bit, bitch, I was encouraging him to get back with your raggedy ass. That's what I was doing, okay? And then she says, you the one that want my leftovers while you over here talking to Alan and doing this and doing that. So they're going back and forth, and Amara calls her out for selling bleaching cream, pretty much. Amara calls her out about the skincare line, or not I guess like it's like a body, whatever she got. Amara is like, how do you come to an event for black women empowerment, but you over here telling women to bleach their skin? What's that about? And then Flo is like, girl, you don't know anything about health, skincare. And I'm like, that's not really skincare. Okay, now they have fade cream for people that may have dark spots and stuff like that. If you want to fade it to get a more like smooth, whatever. But bleaching cream, I don't think that's the same thing. Okay, so while you're trying to call it skincare, but I don't know. Maybe where she's from, that's what they refer to it as. I don't know, but I don't think that makes sense. But okay, so Flo calls Amara ugly. And then says, no wonder your baby daddy calls you a black ass bitch. Girl, what? I don't know if he said that. I think you said that and trying to say that he said it to make her feel even worse, okay? But that's possible that he did say it, okay? Because, men and women love to smash on folks and then say something completely different once they done with them, whatever. So Amara calls her out about the whole black women situation and skin bleaching. And then Flo says something about black girls being jealous of light-skinned girls. I really feel like you ain't even that light. You might be lighter than her, which would, so to some people would consider you light skinned, but there are bitches that are lighter than you. They actually get that tag of light skin. A lot of people want Flo to get the same energy that Erica Mena got when Erica Mena called old girl a black monkey. Okay, now I don't know if it's going to be the same energy for saying, black monkey versus black girls jealous of light skin girls or whatever, but it still is within the realm of colorism. So if y'all decide to drag her accordingly, do what the hell you gonna do. All right, eat her up for the SHI that she's saying, especially, and remind that bitch that she ain't even that damn light skin while she trying to talk about somebody else. Okay, bitch. But aside from that as well, my thing is this: both of them get on my damn nerves. So when y'all out there advocating for this woman to be taken off the show, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if y'all said they could take a model too. Okay, so they both can go ahead and exit stage left from me. And good luck to the both of them. But y'all can leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. That's all I got for y'all at this time. Of course, I'm JB, that's me, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATL, got them trying to clone me like ages. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim, on a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film. I can fill a pool, we gon' make them swim, nigga.